Shockingly, yet another crippling power outage has swept through Cuba, marking the 5th nationwide blackout in under a year and leaving millions in the dark once again. For an island nation of 10 million people, these repeated blackouts are more than an inconvenience. They're a stark reminder of an escalating energy and economic emergency. And here's where frustration runs high. The Cuban power grid, plagued by failures and aging infrastructure, keeps collapsing despite government efforts to reverse the crisis. Just after 9 a.m. on Wednesday, electricity vanished across the country. Cuba's Ministry of Energy and Mines pointed to a malfunction at one of the largest thermoelectric plants as the likely trigger. Meanwhile, emergency repair teams were quickly mobilized to construct a microsystem, a temporary fix to supply electricity to critical locations like hospitals and food processing facilities. The priority? Ensuring that, even amidst widespread darkness, vital services could keep operating. Some progress followed. By Thursday, the National Electric Utility announced that power had been restored to 11 of the 15 Cuban provinces. In Havana, which was especially hard hit, the Cuban Electric Union reported nearly 80% of households had electricity again after enduring almost 24 hours without it. Yet, the return to normalcy was incomplete. 4 provinces remained in blackout, with officials promising ongoing restoration. In a televised address, Prime Minister Manuel Marrero took to the airwaves at the headquarters of the state-owned power company, pleading with Cubans to be patient and to trust the government's plan for gradual recovery. But patience is wearing thin. For Cubans, these outages are not isolated incidents. The past year has seen a pattern: daily brownouts, rolling blackouts, and several total grid collapses. Just this past March, a short circuit at a Havana substation set off power failures across the island, piling hardship on a population already stretched thin by the struggling economy. If you strolled through Havana on blackout day, you'd see scenes of disruption everywhere: traffic lights flickering out, people hurrying to stock up on food and other essentials before nightfall, and apartment water pumps rendered useless without power. Residents like Denai Hernandez voiced the collective sense of resignation. "We just have to wait. There's no other choice." Others, like Ernesto Gutierrez, described cooking with wood or charcoal, adjusting schedules, and battling against constant stress and frustration. But what's fueling these relentless power crises? Here's the part most people miss. U.S. sanctions have choked off Cuba's ability to access foreign currency, blocking vital upgrades to the island's aging power infrastructure, some of which dates back more than 30 years. As a result, Cuba's government has scrambled to find alternatives, hiring Turkish floating power plants, building solar farms with Chinese assistance, and encouraging wealthier households to install their own solar panels and rechargeable battery systems. Despite these measures, the rolling blackouts persist, spurring rare public protests, such as last year's mass demonstrations in Santiago, the country's second-largest city. All of this leads to a controversial question. Are these repeated outages solely a consequence of external pressure and sanctions, or do deeper issues within Cuba's own management and maintenance of its power grid play a substantial role? Could the current crisis push the country toward new energy solutions or greater political change? It's a debate guaranteed to draw strong opinions. So, what do you think? Is Cuba's power crisis mostly caused by outside forces, or are there underlying internal challenges at play? How would you handle the ongoing struggle if you were living there? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get this conversation started.